Senator Plett.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My question again today is for the government leader. I hope this will not be answered by one of the reasons for the farmers' problems is climate change. That's the answer we got yesterday. My question for the government leader yesterday concerned our farmers in British Columbia. Today I have a matter of importance to farmers on the East Coast, specifically potato farmers on Prince Edward Island. The Minister of Agriculture has signed an order banning the export of all fresh potatoes from Prince Edward Island to the United States, related to the discovery of potato wart on 2 farms last month. Premier Dennis King said this ban is devastating for his province. This ban was made with no consultation from the province and contained no mention of compensation for farmers, no plan to support the industry and its workers, no plan to deal with the existing stock already in storage, and no date for when market access will resume. Leader, what will the Trudeau government do to assist potato farmers in Prince Edward Island and all those whose jobs are impacted by the export ban? How long will they have to wait for help?
Old.
Thank you for your question, honourable colleague. The government is closely following the situation in Prince Edward Island and is engaging with the potato industry to understand their concerns and needs. I've been advised, for the benefit of the chamber, potato wart is a fungus that reduces the yield of a crop but does not pose any risk to human health. Despite plant health controls put in place by Canada, the United States expressed serious concerns, made it clear that the U.S. also planned to impose a federal order banning imports of all fresh PEI potatoes if Canada did not act first to suspend trade. Therefore, as of November 21, 2021, the Canadian Food Inspection Agency has temporarily suspended trade of fresh potatoes from PEI to the U.S. I've been advised that this issue was raised by the Prime Minister with U.S. President Joe Biden last week, and that the government is working on a plan to support potato growers who are impacted by this temporary market suspension, and has created a potato working group with provincial and industry stakeholders.
Senator Plett.
So, Leader, you just finished telling us what the problem was. I told this chamber what the problem was. You told us what the President of the United States has said, and that our Prime Minister wants to cooperate with the President of the United States. That's not much consolation for the fine farmers of Prince Edward Island. A working group has been started. We have more working groups than they have potatoes in Prince Edward Island. On Monday, Premier King quoted Minister Bebeau as saying the decision to stop exports on Prince Edward Island potatoes to the U.S. was made, and I quote, to appease a trading partner, which you just confirmed. That's a remarkable admission, Leader, especially considering the Prime Minister finally got to meet with President Biden last week. Instead of fixing our trade disputes with the United States on agriculture, softwood lumber, pipelines, electric vehicles, and Buy American policies, the situation is now arguably worse. Yesterday, the U.S. doubled our softwood lumber tariffs, and now Prince Edward Island is banned from exporting its fresh potatoes. Leader, how long does the Trudeau government intend to leave its export ban in place? What specifically, aside from a working group, are you doing now to rectify this situation with the United States on Prince Edward Island farmers?
Senator Gold.
Thank you for your question. Having been asked by some leaders to be short in my responses, I will refrain from reminding this chamber of the work that our government does day in and day out, typically behind the scenes on this issue and many others, to manage the ongoing and important trade relations with the United States. I'll simply say this. The government is engaged with the industry and engaged to find a solution and so that the ban is temporary and that includes consideration of all measures to assist this important industry.